Good evening, everyone. I'm Sai Nair from Kirin Advisors. I welcome you all to the virtual roadshow of Airfloa Rail Technology Limited. We'll begin with a brief introduction to the company and its innovative approach to the business. Airfloa Rail Technology Limited is engaged in the manufacturing of components for rolling stock used by Indian Railways through railway production units such as the Integral Coach Factory and other coach factories. It also executes turnkey interior furnishing projects for Indian Railways and supplies high precision components to the aerospace and defense sectors. From the management team of Airfloa Rail Technology Limited, we have Mr. Venkateshan Dakshinamurthy, the chairman and managing director, Mr. Manikandan Dakshinamurthy, the joint managing
Good
director,
evening.
Mr. Satish Kumar Venkateshan, the whole time director,
Good evening. Hello.
Mr. Jay Manikandan, the CFO, Mr. Nandini Manikandan, the non-executive director, Mr. Raghavendran Venkateshan, manager,
Really?
and from GYR Capital Advisors Private Limited, we have with us Mr. Hina Parvani, the manager. Good evening and welcome to the virtual meet all. Now let's play a short AV of the company.
From daily commutes to high-speed travel, railways shape the way we move. Behind this transformation stands Airflow Rail Technology Limited. Founded in 1998, Airflow has grown into a trusted manufacturer and supplier of railway rolling stock equipment for Indian Railways, metro systems, and global clients across Asia, Africa, and Australia. With over 2 decades of expertise, the company delivers more than 40 critical components for rail coaches. These include car bodies, doors, windows, seating systems, luggage racks, modular toilets, and advanced composites. Airflow has executed complete turnkey furnishing for India's first ACEMU, metro rail coaches, and international passenger coaches supplied to Sri Lanka and Mozambique. Its components are also part of the Vande Bharat platform. The company is led by Mr. Venkateshan Dakshinamurthy, Chairman and Managing Director, and Mr. Manikandan Dakshinamurthy, Director, supported by a highly experienced leadership team that drives innovation, quality, and growth. Beyond railways, the company manufactures for aerospace and defense, from ground simulators and cockpit panels to armored vehicle components and stealth coatings. Supported by IRIS, ISO, and AS standards, along with 2 advanced manufacturing facilities and an in-house R&D and design division, Airflow integrates engineering, fabrication, and assembly under one roof. Its focus extends to community and sustainability, building school infrastructure, recycling scrap into raw materials, adopting renewable energy, and supporting local initiatives. From rail to aerospace, Airflow Rail Technology Limited continues to deliver engineering solutions that move people and industries forward.
Now I'd like to hand over the floor to Manikandan sir so that he can tell us the journey of a short journey of his company. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Sai. Very good evening, everyone. Welcome to our IPO meet. This is Manikandan Dakshinamurthy, Joint Managing Director, Airfloa Rail Technology Limited. Very good evening to everyone. Uh, Airfloa Rail Technology Limited is basically a company which is catering to the requirement of the railway industry and the defense industry. This was incepted in the year 1998 by Mr. Venkatesh, who is the chairman and managing director of Airflow Rail Technology Limited. My elder brother, who was the visionary for all of us. This company was actually started to cater HVAC industry, and we got our breakthrough from the railway industry during early 2000, 2001. And with that, we actually started with a very small product, uh, predominantly a product called air diffuser, which is a very small product, around uh, uh, you know um, uh, 370 rupees or 350 rupees. And then um, um, we actually started slowly, very organically, with a total area of around uh, let's say around 1,000 square feet. Uh, and then till 2005, the business was very organic, steady. The first project which we have concentrated was a Jan Shadabdi coach. And then in 2005, we thought, okay, we have to go to the next level. And then we started our engineering division. 2005 was the year which we got a very big breakthrough from a project called MRVC, Mumbai Railway Vikas Corporation. And it has really given us a lot of exposure in terms of implementation of the product. We introduced a lot of aluminum and stainless steel components into it. Um, so we have taken a concept of converting the mild steel coach into a stainless steel coach interior, basically. So I would say MRVC have given a major breakthrough for us to implement our systems into it. And then in 2008, we have started our engineering division predominantly to concentrate on our own engineering. Because till 2008, we have been following only ICF design, and then we were participating in a tender based on the design of ICF, and it's a very conventional a product which we have been seeing since last 50 years. So we thought that we really need to have a facelift onto the interiors. So we have implemented a lot of new components. For example, the polycarbonate seats, which was previously a compressed wood kind of things. So like that, we have developed a lot of product. So in 2008, we the government changed UPA 1 to UPA 2. That time, Madam Mamata Banerjee was the chief minister. So she wanted to develop a metro coach to Kolkata. So then, the time period was very short. And then, there's no time for the tender to be finalized, because approximately more than 800, 900 tenders has to be finalized in a short period of time. There we got a traction actually. We got the breakthrough again. We did the first interiors for metros in ICF basically. So I would say that it is a first turnkey interiors which was offloaded to any private organization, and we were the first to demonstrate that. And we did almost for 2 years, and we successfully completed this project. 2014, again we are given a proposal to railways to accept our a private made shell, that is the exterior of the coach. So that was accepted, and from 2014, we started manufacturing our own train body. So by 2014, we were very strong in the interiors, and then we started our journey to make the rail coaches, basically. So from 2014 onwards, the traction of Airflow was so strong, concentrating both on the exteriors as well as the interiors. So I would say like the total technology development started emerging into the Indian railway industries from 2014. So we have developed ourselves to the pace of the technology development and then the needs of the latest amenities, basically. So from 2014, Airflow, from 2014 till 2019, Airflow have developed his top line almost 20 times in the financial year. So when you talk about the numbers, it's not just the numbers we are talking about. When it comes to the implementation of the new products, new technologies, we played a vital role in each and every project which was being implemented during this particular period. Namely, when we talk about the air conditioned EMUs, basically the suburban train, which which is running on the suburbs of Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, etc. So the first air-conditioned interior turnkey interiors was done by us, basically. So now you see all the all the EMUs are having air condition now. So we played a vital role in implementing this particular concept. Secondly, in 2017, we got the interior turnkey contract from Sri Lanka. Again, we are the first company to contribute to Indian Railways to go for the entire interiors for the first time for an export market. Previously, we were doing the components for many companies would be doing separate components for the total interior of the train, but we got the first contract for the turnkey interiors to make this for the export coach, basically. And then in 2018, we played a vital a part in the manufacturing of Vande Bharat coach. Supplying the key components like the seats, the ducts, the luggage racks, the interior panels, and then floor skirtings, handrails, etc. And in 2020, we got another major contract, which is the biggest contract for exporting the coach to Sri Lanka again. This time this was basically a mainline coach. So it is basically based on the performance of the 2017 DMU coach, basically. And then in 2021, we again got a major contract to supply for Mozambique country, basically through rights. So in totality, if you take the major coach got exported to other countries, I would say that we play almost 60% of the overall volume of coach which got exported to the foreign countries. So during 2020, we thought, okay, we want to go for diversification, which is going to be the future. So along with railways traction, we have diversified towards the aerospace and defense sector. So from 2020 onwards, we concentrate equally on the defense side, predominantly on certain areas, which is a niche area. We adopted the concept of innovation and indigenization. So certain product we started innovating ourselves, and then certain product we were indigenizing it. For example, when we talk about the simulators, basically ground simulators, today we are one of the leading company who make the ground simulators for the leading or a major aircraft like AMCA, which is Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, LCA Tejas, Jaguar, etc. So when you see olden days, we were been depending majorly on simulator as far as warplanes are concerned. Like we will be mostly depending on the foreign countries. But today we have the technology to make it happen here in India. So as a Make in India initiation. And then we developed along with ARDE track-based missile launching systems, basically. And then in the defense area, we recently got the order for making the artillery tanks, basically the body for the artillery tanks, which is another dream of Airfloa, basically. So again, this is the first time. So whatever we have been discussing is the first time. So we have been always as a first front runner for all this particular project. So ongoing right now, we are having a major order for Vande Bharat sleeper and then other special coaches right now. And as far as the defense is concerned, we are concentrating on the drones and anti-drone systems, which is going to be the future of future warfare systems, basically. And right now, our concentration is to upgrade ourselves as a system integrator to a technology provider. Thereby, we are now concentrating on the door exit systems, vacuum toilet systems, and then air conditioning systems, security systems, safety systems, and then surveillance system. So these are all the areas of technology where we are now pitching in to upgrade ourselves to the technology solution provider. So in future, we have a area of concentration towards the electronic warfare, as far as the aerospace and defense is concerned. As far as railways are concerned, like, we want to be a technology solution provider, because, as you know, like, the actual technology is going to emerge now. So we have a business, we have a vision of next 30 years as far as the railways and defense. And I'm very sure that we are in a very correct time in terms of developing ourselves to the next level of business when it comes to the railways and defense. So our vision for the next 10 to 15 years is to become the world leader in terms of technology solutions as far as the railways, and to become the largest supplier of electronics warfare, including the laser, in the defense system. Thank you so much. This is our vision. And if you have any queries, then we can go ahead.
Now let's start with the company presentation.
So we are Airflow Rail Technology Limited, formerly known as Airflow Equipments India Private Limited. Now we are majorly engaged in the rail business. Our total rail business is approximately 65 to 70%. So we are into both aerospace and rail business. So our core competency is towards this particular segment only right now. And more. So we are in the business for the last 27 years, since 1998. Major verticals are railways and aerospace. And we have 2 large manufacturing facilities and 3 small manufacturing facilities right now. And we have a capacity utilization with 1 shift around 85%. Now this year, this will be increasing to 2 shifts, basically. So we have so far completed 9 major turnkey contracts, predominantly Vande Bharat and other export projects. So the major projects, what we would have seen the last 15 years, we have played a major role into it. So right now, we have, as on date, we have 375 crore order books as on today. We are expecting another at least 500 crores of order, since we have already participated in more than 1,480 crores of tenders right now, with the expectancy of at least 25%. So from our major supplier our major customer is ICF, because, as you know, like, ICF is the largest manufacturer of rail coaches, and they manufacture different type of coaches when comparing to any other production units of railways. So our contribution is almost ICF contribution is almost 53.6%, and 92.53% of the revenue are from the top 10 clients. So we get major orders from our top 10 clients, including Alstom, Siemens, BEML, ICF, RCF, MCF. So our revenue for the year 24-25 is 192 crores, with EBITDA of 47 crores and PAT of 25 crores. And ROA percent is 30.64, ROC is 26.28. So this is the Airfloa timeline, basically. So this was incepted in the year 1998. And then we introduced a lot of aluminum components in the industry. Previously, it was all mild steel. We have replaced most of the mild steel and other steel, carbon steel components to aluminum and stainless steel. And we in 2004-5 we got the first export contract for making the windows for Angola coach. That was one of the rememberable time. We developed it at a very short period of time. And in 2008 we developed our engineering division, because till 2008, as I said earlier, we were following only the ICF drawings or the railway drawings. So whatever they give the drawings, we need to manufacture. Then we thought, okay, this is the time that we need to go for a change or the upgradation. So that's how it changed. And then in 2010, I would say like we are the first company to get the contract of the interiors for metros from the Indian Railways, basically. So in 2014 to 16, we have got the first. We have got the plan for making the car body or the exteriors of the train, and then 2018-19 we got Vande Bharat interior contracts, majorly seats, because seats was today whatever the seats you are seeing is just incepted from those particular Vande Bharat, basically. So we have introduced these seats initially in the first two train set, and then now we are supplying seats for Vande Bharat. And then in 2019 we started our aerospace segment. It's going so well, and we are seeing a very good future for aerospace and defense area. So in 2020-21, the turnkey interiors of 97 mainline coaches to Sri Lanka through rides was been successfully completed, and it has given us a great confidence to make the entire coach right from the scratch. So in 2024 October, we have converted ourselves as a public limited company. So when we talk about our visionary leadership, it has all started from Mr. Venkatesh, who is a chairman and managing director, who he brings 20 plus years of deep expertise in the railways and beyond 20 years towards the HVAC and the fabrication industry. So he has got almost 40 years of a strong and technical expertise. And I myself is Manikandan Dakshinamurthy, who is the managing director. Again, railway is my heart and soul. So I joined this company as a employee in 2001, and then I became a director of this company in 2005. And we have our executive director, whole-time director, Mr. Satish Venkatesan, who was basically engineer and also a graduate, master of science graduate, who did industrial engineering in Coventry University, UK, and who is the key for taking care of all the a global project predominantly for Alstom, Siemens, etc. And Madam Nandini Manikandan is a non-executive director. She is basically an electronics engineer, now concentrating on all electronics areas, and she is also taking care of, or she is also practicing, a special educator, and who is responsible for CRS program of Airflow. And Mr. Sudhanshu Mani, who is independent director, and the railway world knows him very well. He is one of our independent director, who is considered as the father of Vande Bharat, or the inventor of Vande Bharat, or discoverer of Vande Bharat, or whatever it is. So he has got a tremendous experience in terms of rail and rail industry. So he is, he's our mentor, and then he's wholeheartedly acting as a independent director, and Mr. Tilak Raj Seth, who is another independent director, who is a top class technocrat of Siemens India Mobility. So he has got tremendous experience in terms of mobility, global mobility solutions. So who is taking care of the entire global expansion of Airflow as far as the rail industry is concerned. So our team strength as on now is 281 and it is growing. So this is our a short breakup of the human resources what we are having right now, and these numbers may double in this financial year. The reason being is that we are going to increase our productivity 2 times of what we are doing right now, and next year it is going to be 3 times. So we are now increasing our capabilities and capacities. Okay, these are all illustrations of what we do. We are making the entire car body. Towards our left, it's a interior before furnishing. So it's a rail body. We have 2 divisions. One is the shell division, which is making the shell of the train or a body of the train, which includes sidewall, roof, and then the underframe, chassis. And then the second area is the rail interiors. When you see the interiors of the entire train, this is the bare shell, what you are seeing on the left hand side, left extreme, and then left middle is the interiors after we supply our or we install our product into the coach. So that includes door systems, windows, seats, luggage racks, partitions, handrails, floorings, panelings. I mean, whatever you see when you get into the train, any train, whether it is a metro or a sleepers train or a char car train like Vande Bharat or Jan Shatabdi. So whatever you see inside the train, we are making it. So when it comes to the aerospace, like we make the actual 1:1 body of the aircraft, fighter jet aircraft, and then we assemble the entire cockpit. We are into the mechanics, we are into the electronics, we are into the instrumentation. We are also having our own softwares along with our partners to make these particular ground simulators, which means that we are literally making the entire aircraft, which is actually not flying. So this is our basic product which we want to showcase to our investors. So when you talk about the product mix, I would say, like when you talk about Vande Bharat, you have I think the slides are a bit small to see, but then I'll explain. Like when you talk about Vande Bharat, we do seats, we do floors, we do doors, we do windows, we do luggage rack, we do the nose cone, we do the ducts, we do the ventilators. So this is for the interiors. As far as the exteriors are concerned, whatever the body you see as a train, we are supplying. We are one of the company who are supplying the body to the Train 18 body or a Vande Bharat body to the ICF and other manufacturers, basically. So in a nutshell, we make right from the chassis till the interior part, till the entire interiors. We are into it, basically. And the most important thing which I want to highlight here is that we don't outsource. We make almost all the product in-house. So that is our core competency. So how we are making ourselves different is basically Airflow makes their own product. We are not a company which gets the products from others and then we assemble it and then we supply it. We make our own process. So when it comes to this particular level, we want to exhibit that, okay, we have got a technology or a know-how about each and every product what we supply. So second middle, or the middle one, what you are seeing is basically a Cape Cage Mozambique coach. again, needless to say, this particular coach, we got the contract in 2020, right in the middle of the COVID, basically. And it was a real hard time we faced, because a customer have given us 12 months, and they were very, very strong in getting this particular coach done within that 12 months. So we were given only 2 tracks and no human resource, and we did the entire train. We did right from the design. I mean, like, I would say, like, these are the products what you are seeing here. It's end-to-end product which was done by Airflow, basically. So the advantage, the takeaway what we have got from this Mozambique, even though we were doing it in a very constrained time, is that Airflow now can able to manufacture the entire train if we are given 2 tracks. That was the message which we have got from this particular project. And we did, in 1 year, we did 6 variant type of coaches during the COVID, with the lack of manpower and with lot of safety security systems. We feel proud that we did it for the export country, that is for a foreign country, without any major support. Of course, my sincere thanks to Rights and MCF, who really stood with us, encouraged us to do it, even though they were not in a position to help us majorly in terms of support during the COVID. The third one is basically Agra Kanpur Metro. This, when you talk about this interiors, I would say, like, we are the first company who did this aluminum interiors with 2 mm aluminum sheets for the metros. Basically, previously it was all fiber reinforced plastics, basically FRP or a GRP interiors. We were the first company to do this in aluminum in 2 mm thickness. So that was really a great achievement as far as we are concerned, as far as the metro product is concerned. So this is another major milestone project of us. Yeah, you can. Yeah. And this is the ACEMU coach. Again, we make the car body, the front end, front mask, and then the entire interiors. We right from the doors, windows, seats, partitions, and etc. And the middle one, what you are seeing, is the RRTS, Rapid Rail Transit System, and it's basically a coach which is running between Delhi and Meerut, and we did major components for this interiors. I mean, like, this is another world-class train. Hope people would have traveled in this, and this particular train is one of the segment of future, basically, because Indian Railways is now going to connect the 100-200 kilometer radius suburbs into the city, basically, like what we are having for the metros inside the city. So this is basically connectivity which connects, which commutes people from 100 to 200 kilometers into the city and then go back to their hometown. So this area is one of the major area which we are now concentrating. And the third one is the Kolkata Metro coach. Again, as I said, like, this was basically a big memory for us, because we were given only 6 months time to develop this particular coach, and we were working 24/7 all the time to develop this particular design and then the interiors. And we really got a very, very big a lesson in terms of implementing new product into the railways. So this Vista Dome coach is basically a tourism coach which we have developed for Indian Railways, predominantly to the tourist, to cater to the tourist people in Kashmir, Shimla, Araku Valley, and then Western Ghats area. Basically, it is having a special roof which is switchable glass. So with one switch, you can make the glass totally open, and then in another switch it will become opaque. So this is a special train with the rotary seats and then the open roof concept, which was again developed by us. And we have so far supplied 37 coaches. Again, we are the major stakeholder of this particular coach. And then, as I said earlier, Sri Lankan demo frontline coach. Again, this is this contract. We got 99 coaches, and again, we are the largest supplier of this particular coaches so far. Again, we did the interiors, the entire interiors with 4 different variant of coaches basically. So it's entirely designed and developed by us. As I said, the simulator, very recently we have developed a simulator. Probably you would have heard about AMCA, which is Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft. Very recently launched by Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Modi. This is basically a 5th generation aircraft of India. It is called the Indian Rafale, and we have been working for this particular project for almost 2.5 years now. So we proudly feel that we are a part of this particular thing. This is going to be our Rafale for the future, basically. And we played a vital role in this particular simulators. So these are the glimpse of our major project. You can go back. Yeah, these are all the projects which we have done. This is the first one. First top left is air conditioned EMU, and top right is basically the Sri Lankan. The economy coach of Sri Lanka looks like this, and the entire design was by us. The bottom left is basically inauguration of that Vistadome coaches, which is a special tourism coaches, duly inspected by Railway Minister, Honorable Railway Minister, and right left is basically bottom left is basically the Vande Bharat seats what we have supplied along with the interior parts basically. On top left, you have this RRTS interior parts, which is, as I said, like this is going to be one of the future, apart from Vande Bharat sleeper train. And the center one is the Kolkata Metro, which we have developed. The entire design was by us. And then when you see this right side, it is a economy coach or the 3rd class coach of Mozambique, which was again entirely designed by us. Design, supplied, installation, and commissioned in Mozambique. Our team went to Mozambique, stayed there for almost 3 to 4 months. We commissioned it. So that's how we got this experience of making the entire coach now. So Airfloa has got the capacity to integrate the entire coach and then supply it to the customer. So this particular coach, bottom picture, what you are seeing is a very special coach, which we have developed, and I think no one has developed this particular coach so far. So we have developed in 2017-18 a single window coach. Basically, we made this design, we made this shell, total body of this particular coach with a continuous window. Basically, of course, you have it in Vande Bharat. So before Vande Bharat, we did this one. So this was the inception of Vande Bharat, as far as the windows are cutaways are concerned, basically. These are the various simulators for various projects like AMCA and then LCA Tejas. This is the Jaguar cockpit. So when you talk about these simulators, it is as per the specification of the original aircraft. So whatever you see in the original aircraft, the same thing we need to provide them in terms of the switches, in terms of controls, everything, including the location, colors, and everything. So, which means that we feel proud that we are making the aircraft like what they actually wanted or what actually needed. But probably maybe maybe over a period of 10 years, probably we can manufacture an aircraft which can fly and then serve the country. We are hoping for that. So again, coming to the revenue split, we did last year we did 192 crores, uh, and uh, last to last year we did 119 crores, which is approximately a jump of another more than 60% to 70%. And then FY23 it was 95. So from 23 to 25, we have almost doubled basically, or more than doubled basically. So this is the business wise split up for the FY25. Majorly, we were into railways, and 35% is non-railways and aerospace. It's what we have. Our orange is now growing along with the railways. With the exponential increase of railway business, we are also increasing our defense area. This is the revenue insights. As I said already, in terms of percentage, government and non-government. Government is the major chunk, and then the non-government is a minor right now. And I'm sure that again, the exponential increase of the government business and the non-government business is there because, as you know, companies like Titagar, BEML, Alstom, then TMH along with RVNL, they're all manufacturing the coaches. So which means that we have a very big opportunity, even the non-government segment, with the increase of government business, because now Indian Railways, like a production unit like ICF, MCF, and RCF are increasing their productivity. For example, last year, approximately we did, the ICF did around 300 plus 3,000 plus trains. This year, the projection is basically 4,500, 4,400 or 4,300 coaches, which is again a jump of almost 50%. So the demand is increasing, and also when you talk about the technology product, there are very niche companies who are adapting to the requirement of the latest technology. So that way, we consider this as a greatest opportunity that we need to adapt, and then we are moving forward. That's why as I said already, like we always wanted to become a technology solution provider, which we are in right now, and we have got major developmental order, a technology product for the technology product, where the numbers will be totally different from that of what we are talking about right now. At least it will be at least 5 to 10 times on the higher side when it comes to the involvement of technology product. That's what we are now progressing in. So revenue wise, of course, of course, this is not going to give you a big impact in terms of numbers. But what I'm trying to say in this particular slide is basically we are into almost all the areas of business. Of course, Orissa and Jharkhand and all, we don't have a manufacturing facility for for trains. If there is a manufacturing facility emerging these particular places, definitely we are there already. So these are all the certain certificates which is very special and elite as far as the rail industry and for aerospace and defense industry, because we are having IRIS certification, which is one of the special or the highest rate of certification for the rail industry. It's a global certification, and we are also a AS certified company to concentrate on concentrating on aerospace. And there are certain areas where you require STENAG certification, which we are now applied for. So this is basically for special areas of defense and aerospace. And we are approved vendor of HAL, because we do a lot of activities for HAL. Now we are having a very big programs with HAL. In the near future, we'll be exposing that part. And We are we have got the license from almost all the DRDO, almost 50 labs. Now we are free to supply to almost all the labs in the country, all the regiments in the country. So this is a split of units basically. So we have unit 1, which is a small unit, which is 7,200 square feet area, and another unit is 52,000 square feet in Sriperumbudur. Now, very recently, we inaugurated another facility which is approximately 80,000 square feet, which is not highlighted here. And the concentration is basically, this year we are restricting to this particular facility. In 2026-27 financial year, we are going to expand our business by increasing our infrastructure to an extent of 3 lakh to 4 lakh square feet, for which we have already got the land, and 14 acres of land, and we are going to develop our infrastructure there somewhere near Kanjipuram. So order book wise, the split up, you can see to it. Railways is out of 375 crores, 271 is from the railways. And again, as I said, like, we are expecting another 500 crores of orders in the next almost 1.5 to 3 months. So this is what we are expecting. And non-railways and aerospace and defense, when you see to put together, it is around some 100 crores. So this is the split of our book breakdown. So this is basically overall rail infrastructure and market survey and potentials, which you are seeing in the slide. And Railway Ministry has allocated 2.52 lakh crores the last year, last budget, 2024-25. And you can see 11.43 lakh crores investment for Indian Railways till FY 2025 basically. And when you talk about the metro rails, it is 5,000 kilometers metro rail across 100 cities. So this metro is going to be one of the key area of concentration as far as Airfloa is concerned, because today with the limited order books of metros, we are now able to cater this requirement. But this year, we are going to get the major business as far as metro is concerned, along with Indian Railways. So when it comes to the metro, our key area of concentration is basically the interiors, the entire interiors made of aluminum products. And we are very sure that we are giving or we are providing the best materials to the customers. So we strongly feel that the non-composites or the eco-friendly material is being considered for the interiors. Thereby, aluminum interiors are going to play a vital role. So we are one of the leader of this particular interiors. So now again, when we talk about the railway track, as you know, like, India is basically having one of the largest railway network, and that is going to be the key driver basically for the companies like us, because the more you expand, you have more number of coaches, and then you have more number of business. So when we talk about the railway infrastructure, still we are lack of infrastructure, and the demands are so high that we are not able to satisfy the requirements of the passenger in terms of in terms of booking, ticket booking basically. So more number of coaches are required, more traffic is there, so there is a lot of expansion needed. And nevertheless, to say that upgrading the old coach to a new Vande Bharat platform coach is another big area of business, where more than 200,000 of coaches are already there, which requires upgradation. So that is a different business apart from what we are talking right now. So that is a very big area of concentration right now we are having, apart from the new trains. So now another area of business is basically the freight EMU. Now we are playing a vital role in developing the freight EMUs in ICF. In fact, the first train would be rolled out this year. The speciality of the train is basically it will move the organic and inorganic products from Chennai to Delhi in one day. So right now we are using the road transport that will be drastically converted to a rail freight. So that is one big area of concentration where we are doing a lot of technology product in that particular coach. And then when you talk about the passenger capacity expansion target, 1 crore passenger target is there. So again, that's a big number. So now Indian government is really doing very good planning to expand this, and hopefully this will increase to even 1.2 crore, 1,200 crore in the near future. And when it comes to the private investment, you see a lot of investment coming in, predominantly to make the coaches and to operate the coaches. So train operation is another area of business, which of course today we are not in, but at any point of time this is going to be there in future. And once that is there in future, obviously you will be seeing a very colorful trains and then very good infrastructure or very good interiors and very good service inside the train. So I mean, like it is at least 3 to 5 years down the line, you will see all these things in our railway infrastructure, basically. When you see the projected railway market today, we are the third largest market globally. But with this type of initiation, I would say we'll become at least second or even the first largest market in the next 5 years down the line. So when it comes to the peer comparisons, of course, these are the numbers. This is the facts. Basically, you can just cross verify it. And of course, I would say Titagas and wagons builders are our customers, basically. So we always have the respect for them. So as we have already highlighted, the total income is 192 crores, and the EBITDA, what we have shown, is basically 47 crores, and then the PAT margin is PAT is 25 crores, 25.5 crores last year, and this year hope will be having a better numbers than the last year. These are key ratios you can see for 24, 25, 23, 24, 25, and we are safely placed ourselves. These are our current ratio and turnover, receivable turnovers, earning per shares, and net asset value per share. These are P&L statement. I think it's already there in the RHP, so people can see it very well. So our SWOT, when it comes to the strength, we have got tremendous experience in the market when it comes to the shell or a coach building, and then the interiors. As I said, like we have a know-how for almost all the products what we are manufacturing. So that keeps us always be the front runner, and we are a end-to-end integrator. So when it comes to end-to-end integration, there are very few companies, or I would say like there are 2-3 companies in the entire country who has got the capability to do this. So we are one of the leading company. of course, we have our own advantage over other companies in this particular sector. So we can proudly and honestly say that we have a better experience than anyone else. And we have a consistent growth and proven track record. Our credentials speaks everywhere, because we have a long history, and we have milestones, and every milestone is directly proportional to the growth of Indian railway growth. So we can say every 3 years once or every 2 years once we have our hands-on projects to showcase to our customers. So we have a very strong client base. We have customers all around the country, be it an Indian customer or a global customers. So major customers are really helping us and motivating us to move forward. And most of the orders what we are having is the repeated orders, which shows our integrity towards the business. And we have a strong workforce. I would say like our workforce is the key for our success, because when you see the experience of the people in our facility, it's average of almost 15 to 20 years. So there are people who are working for more than 30 years also, even though we are 27 years old. People are working with us since 1995. Even there are people who are working from 1992. So that shows our integrity towards our employees, and we are more employee friendly company. When it comes to the opportunities, as you all know, like we are in the two biggest area of business as far as the budget is concerned. One is the defense, and then the aerospace. There is a lot of innovations to happen, and we are in the very, very initial stage of actual business growth when it comes to the railways and aerospace. And we are on the correct berth right now to take our business forward. Then when it comes to the overseas market is what we are now majorly concentrating, apart from the Indian market, because now we are very fast. So that area of business is untapped. Basically, we are now concentrating on these particular areas. So when it comes to the opportunities, we have an opportunity of Vande Bharat platform. We have an opportunity of overseas business. We have an opportunity of semi-high-speed train. We have an opportunity of metros. We also have an opportunity which is very, very important for the next 30 years. That is a high-speed train. So high-speed train, we don't have even one high-speed train today. We have in India. And the moment we talk about high-speed train, and the moment we experience the high-speed train, and high-speed train is going to be the future. Trust me, this high-speed train will replace the aircraft commutation drastically, and future is the mass transportation, and high-speed train is going to be the future for next at least 30 to 40 years. You will be or even the future, because that is carrying the maximum number of people from one place to another place. So opportunity is tremendous. It's how we take it up. So when it comes to the weakness, of course, ours is basically working capital intense market, basically, because it's a huge market, huge opportunities are there. So obviously we require a lot of working capital if we intended to expand. So we have a plans and visions how to increase our working capital in various methods, which we are now discussing. Down the line of 2 years, probably we'll be going for another round, which is the bigger round, basically. So when it comes to the threats, always everybody knows that we always have a threat of raw material volatility, basically, because of uncertain situations like wars and etc. So these are the major threats apart from the force measure. Other than that, of course, okay, we have the customers are taking care of the price variation class, but to some extent we can sustain. But if there is a drastic change of raw materials, let's say 100% increase or something like that, then we'll be having a problem in that particular area, which is natural in all the industry basically. I think Ms. Hina would be the best person to explain about this. Hina, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I would like to give you the brief highlights on the upcoming issue. So, the fresh issue is of 65 lakh 7,000 equity shares, and the issue size at the upper end of price band would be 91.10 CR, and the price band would be 133 at the lower end and 140 at the upper end. So the anchor is tomorrow, that is on 10th of September 2025, and issue will be open on 11th September 2025 and will be closing on September 15, 2025. So here are the allocation for the various categories of investors. And the pre-issue shareholding of the promoter and promoter group will be is 74.40%, and the public as of now is 25.60% pre-IPO shareholding, and the post-IPO shareholding will be available after the allotment. And the listing is expected on 18th of September 2025. Sir, over to you for the object bifurcation.
Yeah. So when it comes to the utilization of the fund, hello, yeah. So when it comes to the utilization of the fund, around 13 crore would be utilized for a capital expenditure, predominantly for the purchase of high-end machineries, high precision machineries for rail industries. Thereby, we can increase our turnover drastically. This is the area which we have not concentrated now. So now, if you are concentrating on this particular area, probably we can supersede the numbers what we were actually highlighting on the DRHP portal. So around 6 crores we are planned to repay our loans, which is apart from the banks basically, and majorly we want to use it for working capital because we have a good order books, and we want to increase our turnover at least by 300 to 350 crores this year. So from 192, so it requires a lot of working capital. So we are predominantly using major portion of the issue towards that, and we also use certain percentage for a general purpose, corporate purposes. So this is all about the utilization.
Okay. Now we'll start with the Q&A session. So I'll request all the viewers to post your questions in the comment box. So we have our first question from Mr. Neeraj. He's asking, how will automation and technology adoption impact your growth?
Very well. It is the future basically, because everybody would have traveled in a train with the conventional system almost the last 50 years, I would say. We have never seen an automatic door. We have never seen a vacuum toilet. We have never seen the beautiful fire retardant interiors. We have never experienced surveillance systems. We have never experienced the safety systems. Okay, so these are all the some of the technologies what we are seeing today in the latest train. And this is not just for one particular train or one particular set of people. It has to be there for almost, not almost, all the train, 100% of the train which we are now traveling, because train is one commutation or one mode of transportation which is most safest. When it comes to the safety, we need to think about the next level safety. Obviously, we are on a very correct time of implementing ourselves or upgrading ourselves into the technology segment, basically. So Vande Bharat is one area which actual technology started. Now in future, all the trains are going to be Vande Bharat or beyond Vande Bharat in terms of automation and technology, especially in terms of security and safety. So automation and technology definitely is going to increase our growth in terms of turnover and in terms of know-how. It means like we always wanted to do some innovations in the system, and also we want to adapt the Western technology and indigenous here in India. So whatever the technology which is the safest technology which is available in the world, we want to use it and transfer it to the Indian railway market. So definitely automation and technology is going to increase the growth and increase our growth, especially Airfloa's growth. And we have already lined up the technology product and automation product with us, as I said earlier. So we want to upgrade ourselves as a technology company. That's our goal for the next 5 years.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Mr. K. Rajesh. He's asking, what is the profit margin from defense products?
Mr. Rajesh, when it comes to the profit margin, it is not unique and it is not flat. Basically, it depends from product to product. But one thing is very sure, that we don't take project less than 30% to 35% in the defense product.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Mr. Nikhil. He's asking, what are your top 3 strategic priorities for coming years?
Okay, so the major priorities are basically concentrating on a technology product or upgrading ourselves from a integration or a coach integrator level to a technology solution provider. And second is that we want to become one of the leading supplier of electronic warfare as far as the defense is concerned. Third one is that to export coaches to developing countries. So these are the 3 major strategies which we are prioritizing to increase our horizontal and vertical growth of a company.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Mr. Gokul. He's asking, what steps are being taken to expand backward integration?
Okay, what do you mean by backward integration? No, what I'm trying to ask, whether it is related to the technology side, or it is. You're now going
Sir,
for
I
the second
think,
question.
yes, sir. The next question we have is from Ms. Bharti Agrawal. She's asking, how are you preparing for sustainability and ESG requirements?
Yeah, we are now working on sustainability. The reason being is that European customers are the major customers for us. where the ESG requirement, ESG certification is a mandatory thing. That's why, as I said, we are now promoting the metallic interiors, which is aluminum, and of course we are not against FRP or GRP, because we are always making the FRP and GRP components, which is not a green component, based on the requirement of the customers. But we always promote to go for a green product, especially for the European market, and also we are pitching in for the Indian market. So when it comes to the sustainability, yes, sustainability is a part of our growth, and we have to comply the requirements to cater to the requirements of the global customers.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Mr. Deepak Kulkarni. He's asking, how do you plan to compete with larger peers like Titagar, Texmaco, and Jupiter Wagons?
Sir, I just want to highlight very clearly to everyone that Titagar is not our competitor, Texmaco is not our competitor, Jupiter is not our competitor. So we are in the majorly into the passenger coach building. When it comes to the passenger coaches, we supply products, we supply projects. We supply products to various customers, including Titagar. So Titagar is our valuable customer, right? We supply products to them. If they wanted a product to be supplied to them, we'll supply the product to them. The certain areas, for example, rides for export coaches, they want to have an entire coach. The tender is for the entire coach. We also make the entire coach. So probably we may compete with Titagar if Titagar is interested in that particular project. So the advantage what we are having is basically we have a mix of a product and a project. So we have a very wide base and we have a very wide customers. So in terms of profits, I don't want to compare myself with Titagar or Texmaco or Jupiter Wagons, because they are more like our customers basically. But yeah, to the core of the questions, basically, when it comes to the profit percentage, yes, we are very strong in our area of working. We strategically work to get the major profit. The reason being, as I told you earlier, like we have the core competency to manufacture every product what we supply to the railways.
Okay, thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Mr. Rohan Jha. He's asking, what is the rationale behind choosing the name Airfloa for the company?
Well, that's a funny part, but then yeah, it is simple. Airflow. It's AIRFLOW. It was previously called Airflow. Now we also have some affinity towards numerology, and technically the word A ends with A, Airfloa. Instead of W, we put A, which is basically a open letter, which means that exposure or the renounce or popularity or something like that. So luckily this Airfloa is working so good nowadays. So we feel that Airfloa is basically since we are in the railways and in the aerospace, Floa it's something like open word. So we want to make it a bit open to everyone. That's the reason for Airfloa. Nothing behind that.
Okay, thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Miss Sadhika Narang. She's asking, how do you balance focus between railways and aerospace slash defense segments?
Okay. See, we are predominantly a railway suppliers for last 25 years or 27 years. And we are into aerospace and defense last 5 years or 6 years maximum. So when it comes to the railways, railway is a different technology altogether, and the aerospace is a different technology. Where it is getting connected is basically the engineering. So, as I said earlier, we are having a separate engineering division. So that engineering division is the key, and it is the backbone of Airflow basically. So when it comes to the engineering, for any engineering, whether be it railways or aerospace, technically we are doing the same thing. We are doing the same analysis. We are doing the same designing. We use the same softwares. So of course, we use the mentors from the aerospace and defense side, and then as far as the railways are concerned, like we use the topmost people who are there in the industry, who have the visionary, who has the visionary for the railways. So we take all the inputs, and then we do the same thing for both aerospace and railways, and we implement this particular systems to the customers. When it comes to the expansion of business, yes, we are not going to utilize any railway facilities or railway resources for aerospace, because aerospace is totally a different area to concentrate, with a different mindset and with different know-how. So we are now setting up a facility for aerospace and defense in this 14 acres of land, what we have highlighted, and we have a separate vertical for that. So managing a defense and aerospace will have a different team altogether, but the know-how and then the arrangement in terms of getting the know-how, we are taking care of it. So I don't feel that railways and defense is unimaginable. Or for us, it's basically a parallel line. So it is very easy to manage aerospace and defense, because the process is same both for aerospace and defense. When it comes to the tendering, when it comes to the finalization of the contract, when it comes to the negotiations, when it comes to the deliveries. Only thing is that aerospace works on the program, whereas the railways works on the turnout of the monthly turnout of the coaches. So the gestation period is long as far as the aerospace is concerned, whereas railways is basically short duration supplies. So that is the only difference. When it comes to the implementation of funds, basically, I'm a bit curious in this particular area, because aerospace, we are more concentrating on the areas where we get the advance payment. Railways, we are not getting the advance payment. But the advantage in railways is that because of the short turnaround time, we are able to rotate our money. Aerospace, of course, we have a system of advance payment. So with that, we can manage.
Okay, thank you for answering that, sir. The next question is from Mr. Shantanu Oza. He's asking, what is the significance of your long-standing partnership with Indian Railways?
Yeah, as I earlier said, like we always wanted to be the front runner, and we gives concepts. Um we understand the requirement of the customers the moment they put their pen on paper. The reason being is that maybe because we are all majorly an engineer who understand the requirement of the customers, who understand the need of an hour, and who sees the future basically. Uh, and I mean, this question reminds me certain things. Like we always used to have a set of competitors every 3 year once. It keeps on changing, um, and I strongly feel that we are long-standing only because of our engineering capabilities, and then the adaptability. For the the adaptability and the synergy what we are having with our clients, especially Indian Railways, because Indian Railways keeps on innovating new things, keeps on improving the technologies, keeps on improving the service to the or the value addition very frequently. Every 2 years, 3 years, you would have seen a lot of new coaches coming in with various applications. Very recently, now ICF and Southern Railway is now making these hydrogen coaches. So every now and then there was some innovation, and we were always a part of innovation, because we just wanted to highlight that we did the entire coaches for that hydrogen coach, first hydrogen coach of India. We did the entire mechanics, basically mechanical things. So what I'm trying to say is that we always envisage the requirement of the customers, and we give the solution well in advance. So that is one. There are certain areas where we make the product or a prototype without any commitment. So that shows the commitment to our customers, and that is actually getting leveraged. I think so.
Thank you for answering that, sir. The next question. Sir, he has another question. He's asking Airflow operates two main business verticals. Can you outline the revenue contribution and strategy for each?
Well, today, as I said, like the major business comes from railways, and it used to be in the future too, because railways, our focus, we are not shifting our focus from railways. We want to go very strong in railways, no doubt about that. When it comes to the revenue contribution, today it's around 10 to 12% from the aerospace and defense. Of course, now this year we are having a good order when comparing to last year. But I'm very sure that by getting a success of at least two programs, which is a long-term programs in defense, um, the revenue of the defense would be much more bigger than the railways. Okay, so but you need to have a deep pocket and the long gestation period. So what I want to highlight to the people is basically defense is a very lucrative area because it is one of the most sensitive, most safety product with a lot of accuracy. But we need to have patience, and it's a long gestation period business. So when it comes to the revenue, with the exponential increase of revenue in railways, there will be equal revenue from defense also over a period of 1.5 to 2 years down the line.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Mr. Chirag Panchal. He's asking, how do your turnkey projects project capability differentiate you from other component suppliers?
Well, this is what I have explained before. See, when it comes to the turnkey contract, uh, it's a contract of design, supply of the component, installation of the component, and then erection, uh, and finally the commissioning at the customer place. When it comes to these five elements, designing is our in-house area, and we are not outsourcing it. When it comes to the production, as I already told you, that most of the product, I would say more than 95-98% of the product are in-house. So we are not depending on any other outsourced agency for making the metallics, for making the composites, or for making any other subcomponents. Basically, we make everything inside the coach of our own. So we have a facility, capability, capacity to do that. Third one is we have our strong installation team both in MCF, RCF, and ICF, and we have a separate office specially meant for us inside the government organization. So we are one of the very few companies in the entire country who is having a separate office inside the production area of integral coach factory or Indian Railways. So we have a very strong installation force, and we have commissioned ourselves in the foreign countries like developing countries like Mozambique. So that expertise are our key basically, and that differentiate us from the other components. What I'm trying to say is that we are self-reliant when it comes to the turnkey contract, unlike my competitors.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Miss Shreya Desai. She's asking, what global opportunities are you currently pursuing?
So as far as railways are concerned, we are majorly focusing right now on the developing countries because we strongly feel that Europe is already saturated. US is not a great country to concentrate as far as the railways are concerned, and East Asian countries are dominated by other major stuffs. So our major focus right now is developing countries, predominantly an African market for the railways, because uh, railways demo experience we have got from both the contracts, a global contract, and then there is lot of activity happening in Africa right now. So there is a big opportunities on the table as far as the African market is concerned. This is for the railways. As far as the defense is concerned, we want to be a, a manufacturing hub for making the electronic warfare, sitting in India to the global market, predominantly US and the European market. So this is our major concentration right now.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Mr. Tanishk Shinde. He's asking, how do you plan to increase capacity utilization beyond 85%?
So right now we are working on 8-hour shift. Now this year we have already started increasing our capability by going for 2 shift basically. So we are not going for any a big infrastructure expansion for the year 25-26. Um, Only by increasing the number of shift, we are increasing our capacity utilization.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from SN. He's asking, tell about the JV with European country for drone and anti-drone systems.
Sir, right now we are going very strong. Uh, Definitely, we'll be highlighting the name of the company because there is one joint venture signing facilitation is there. So we will highlight the name of the company post IPO. But when it comes to the arrangement, yes, we are very very strong, going very well. The idea is to manufacture the drones and anti-drones from India for European market, and then the European US market basically.
Thank you for answering that, sir. The next question is from Miss Niyati Davda. She's asking, why is the installed capacity decreasing over the years?
Sir, in railway sector, we are working based on the profits basically. So after COVID, we strategically made our decision to concentrate only on high profit products. Uh, Thereby, we are more concentrating on a low volume and high profit product. That is the reason why the installed capacity has been decreased, but the profit have been increased. And this year, we are now concentrating on both the product supplies and then the project supplies, which means that we'll be installing more machines. Uh, we'll be concentrating on the product supplies, which is having a better, a decent margin, and then a project supplies, which is having the major margin. So thereby, we can increase the installed capacity and also the turnover.
Thank you for answering that, sir. The next question is from Mr. Chagan Chaudhary. He's asking, what drove the 61% year-on-year growth in FY25 revenue?
Yeah, I've already told that we were concentrating only on high profit product, predominantly to say that we were concentrating only on Vande Bharat project. We were not concentrating on other projects. Bharat project, we understand that Vande Bharat project is it's basically a technology product what we are supplying to Vande Bharat, where we are having more profit margins when comparing to the regular LHB projects basically. So we continue to do so in future also for Vande Bharat sleeper trains, which we are now supplying some products to the railway companies basically. And it is not the decision it is not the decision or strategic decision which was taken last year basically. Post COVID, our management strategically took this decision and we are following it.
Thank you for answering that, sir. The next question is from Mr. Paras Cheda. He's asking, which products do you exactly want to focus on in aerospace and defense other than the simulators?
We want to concentrate on all drones. When it comes to all drones, there are different type of drones. We are going to concentrate on drones which is for civilian application, which is for the defense application, which is called as swarm drones. Different type of drones for different application. As far as the drones are concerned, we are focusing on various areas of application. And as far as and we are also concentrating on anti-drone system, because we need to have a very strong defense mechanism. So we are going for anti-drone systems, and we are also planning to go for the laser, loitering ammunition drones. So that is another area of business other than simulators, because simulators is one which we have already proven and it's a regular thing. And right now we have already made the drones. We are not showcasing anti-drones this year, but this year we are showcasing this drones basically for various applications.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Next question. So the next question is from Mr. Nikhil Shinde. He's asking, how do you plan to address revenue concentration from top 10 clients?
Yeah, because right now the plan is to our plan this year is to set up a small ancillary facility near to the customers, the major customers. Thereby, we want to be a strategical partner to our customers. So the moment we become a regular vendor to a strategical partners, my share of business will be very high when comparing to other areas, other competitors. So that way we want to increase our capacity and capability, keeping our top 10 clients, because they are the clients of the entire world basically. Because as I said, like, this is a very niche area, and once we go closer to them, then obviously they'll be concentrating more on us.
Thank you for answering that, sir. So Deepak Kulkarni says, thank you for your prompt answers. Also, all the very best for the IPO.
Thank you so
Mr.
much,
Jitu
sir. Thank you so much.
says, when you... Okay. Sir, we have a question from Mr. Jitu. He's asking, when will your company's third manufacturing plant start operating?
Official launch would be maybe in the month of October 2025, next month. This is for the plant, I said, like around 80,000 square feet plant is getting operated. The dry operation is already going on. So the actual operations will be there in the month of October, first week of October. Okay. And in 2026-27, we are planning to set up a facility in a new place where we bought very recently, around 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh square feet to start with, and then we are planning to expand it to 4 lakh.
Thank you for answering that, sir. Mr. Gokul says,
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, I think
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think we have covered the majority of the questions. So, thank you everyone and all the best for the IPO, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for showing interest on our IPO meet. Uh, Hope we'll get all your blessings for a greater future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.